screen is whether the screen is visible or not. Right. Yeah. Anyone try to confirm? Right. Whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Fine.
And
Thank
screen is also visible.
you. Fine. We had a small introductory session, right? In the previously, right? I was just briefing you about why Python. Already we have got many other programming languages. Why again Python? So just we'll have a quick review what we have discussed, right? So why Python? Who can learn Python? How it was built? Python real-time applications, Python usage, Python features, Python comparison with other programming, and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Python scope and job market. So, okay. So Python, it's a general purpose programming, right? It is a general purpose programming. Means general purpose means any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python, like automation applications, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, graphic applications, desktop applications, embedded applications, networking applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications you can develop, because of which we call Python as a general purpose programming. Multi-programming features we see in Python, right? Like what all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we see here in Python. Python is a high-level language. It is a high-level language, right? Yes. Easily understandable. Python is a high-level language. It's easily understandable, portable, right? And machine independent. It can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. Line by line execution we are going to see, right? Which makes debugging easy. And user-friendly or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. Yes. So, general purpose programming, any kind of applications, multi-programming features, high-level language, interpreted language, user-friendly programming. Just I was discussing this, right? There are two types of languages: low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages like assembly level language, this assembly level language or this machine level language, right? They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They cannot be carried from one system to other. Machine independent. Machine dependent they are. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. High level languages like Python, they're human understandable, looks like normal English statements. They're not as complex as other programmings. They're portable. Machine independent, running in all the hardware and all the operating system. Okay. There are two categories of languages, I said: compilation languages, interpretation languages. Compilation languages like C language, entire code executes at once. Interpretation language like Python executes statement by statement. The entire code won't execute at once, statement by statement execution. Observe this. Python has procedural oriented programming features. Python has got procedural oriented programming features like C language. It has got object oriented programming features like C++, Java. It has got scripting features like shell script. It has got scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. Modular programming features like modular 3. So Java programmers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java programmer application, right? Compulsory, everything we should write within class and object. But in Python, we can use procedural-oriented, object-oriented, modular programming, right? For developing different varieties of application. Yes. Python has got, okay, Python has got, Python has got vast varieties of libraries. So even Python is used writing various scripts, automation scripts using Python. And Python has got a great boom because of this modular programming, right? Modular programming, 89,000. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different domains, right? Whatever domain you are from, Python is providing a module. Python is providing a module for each and every domain for networking or testing or animations, graphics, data science, big data. For all these modules are available, thousands of modules. Check it. Okay. Okay, modules, if I talk about these modules, for data science, separate modules. Some nearly 10 to 15 modules Python is providing towards data science like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, CP, Skikitler. In this way, many modules are there. Even for big data also, right? It is providing separate modules. Python is providing separate modules. Okay. Even for networking, right? It has got separate modules. For data science, separate modules. For big data, separate modules. For networking, separate modules. For testing, we have got separate modules Python is providing, right? For operating system kinds of activities, OS kind of activities. The name of the module itself is OS. It has got separate modules for this OS. And for each and every database. For MySQL, okay, for MySQL, right? By MySQL. By MySQL, right? Yes. right? For each and every database, okay, for MySQL, we have got PyMySQL. For Oracle, CX underscore Oracle. For SQL Server, PyODBC, right? For each and every database, Python has got a module. Connecting with the database is very simple in Python, not as complex as other programmings like Java. Like we have got many types of drivers available, but here just importing that module, importing that and just working on it. Okay. For each and every, for not only this, right? You want to work with any files like Excel files. Python is providing separate modules for working with Excel files, for reading, for writing data, right? Okay. Excel SX writer and Excel RD module. Excel SX writer. Excel SX writer, right? And Excel RD, right? Yes. And not only this, for working with just by writing Python code and executing the Python code, Excel file is going to get created. Okay. Just a second.
I can't hear anything. Is anyone speaking or?
Sorry. Yes. Yeah. For each and every database, a separate module it is providing. For each and every file, a separate module. Not only for Excel files, for CSV files, for JavaScript object notation, JSON files, for XML files, for PDF files. Just by writing Python code, we can create PDF files for mathematical operations, for statistical operations, for generating graphs. For all this, right, separate module Python is providing, right? In this way, thousands of modules, not only for computer applications, also for electronic civil environment, right? Python is providing modules. 89,300 modules Python is providing, right? For data science, for big data, for networking, for testing, for databases, for files, for mathematical operations, and generating graphs. Different types of graphs we can generate by using Python. Normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plots, stack plots, all these graphs we can generate, right? Okay. Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for creation of web applications. Lot of web applications are getting developed today, right? Lot of web applications are getting developed today. You may ask already Java, .NET are mostly used for creation of web applications from the last 20-25 years. Why again Python? Python has got framework like Django framework, which is mostly used framework, right? The rapid speed you can develop a web application, that too with very less coding, right? It has got its own database also, right? It has got its own database like SQLite 3. It has got its own application server and everything, all the .py files it is going to generate automatically. So for web applications. And for automation applications, using technologies like data science, using technologies like okay, IoT for DevOps environment. So this IoT is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics, right? For exchanging data, for collecting data and controlling the things from the place where we are, right? And for data science, everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, clusterings, recommendations, right? So the main technique what we see here is ML, machine learning, right? We have got many ML techniques, regression, classification, clusterings, right? For all these techniques to implement, we require a language. We require a language to implement or to code. We require a language. So Python is the mostly used programming for implementing machine learning, deep learning, right? Yes. Apart from this, even for big data applications, right? Yes. Big data applications, right? For huge data, not in after terabytes, we have got petabytes of data. Petabytes of data is getting generated, right? So for that, we have got big data tools like Hadoop. We have got like Spark, especially Spark is a very high speed processing, which is implemented by using a language called Python. We call it like PySpark. For graphical user interface, we have got graphical user interface are for animations. Pygame, right? Sorry, PyQt, TK Inter are the models for it. And also Python are mostly used for scientific applications, Python is providing CP and even for numerical analysis. For numerical analysis that we have got NumPy. So for gaming or for game development, right? Right? Python is providing a separate framework called Pygame. So a lot of games are developed today by using Python. Single user, multi-user online games are getting developed by using Python. For developing games, we have got Pygame is one framework given by Python for developing games, and also one more framework like PyCora, and some 3D rendering libraries like PySci. Okay, so these are the modules, right? For gaming or for game development, right? Even apart from this, Python is also used for scheduling tasks, providing airflow for it, for testing or for test cases. Okay, for business applications, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce projects, right? Artist application of Python, right? Like database applications. Business applications for database applications where Python can connect with any database and perform this all operations, right? And apart from this, even for networking applications. And apart from this, Python also used for web scraping. Web scraping. Web scraping means scraping or harvesting or extracting data from different websites. We have got separate modules Python is providing for it. URLlib, BS4 or some modules for this. For embedded applications. For embedded applications, right? The famous embedded application. The most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi, right? Yes, which uses Python for its computation. And for audio and video applications. For audio and video applications, right? Yes. CAD 3D CAD applications. For computer vision, for color detection, face detection, and for object detection. For data analysis. Desktop applications, right? Yes. For desktop applications in this way, wide varieties of applications can be developed. These are some of the examples, right? In this way, many more applications we can develop, mostly used in data science, big data, developing other varieties of applications. Who are using Python today? In the last class, I have briefed you, right? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Who are using Python today? Even topmost applications built using Python. So Google using Python for its web search system. Google is one of the best example for Python web application, right? Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python, Instagram built using Python, right? Yes, the prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python practicality. NASA using Python because of Python hybrid features. NASA using, okay, and Quora. There are some applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox built using Python, and also like Netflix, the popular OTT platform Netflix using Python for its security automation and for subscription related things, right? Yes. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. iRobot for military and commercial operations. And for hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these, they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Very less coding you see in Python, simple syntax is given by Python, multi-programming features, multi-program and interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response, right? Wide varieties of applications we can develop. Yes. Many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environment, right? Yes. Python comparison. People who are from non-programming or zero programming, right? You can just check the Python code along with the other language code and just check how simple this Python statements as compared with other state. So Python task accepting two numbers from the user, right? From the user keyboard. Accepting two numbers from the user keyboard and performing addition. First, I'll write using Java. Using Java. So just if you have got knowledge on this Java, you can just go to the following code. Yes. First, I'll write using Java. Later, I'll write in Python. You can just compare import java.io.star. Every statement should end with semicolon. Class sample. Public static void main. Public static void main. Public static void main. Right. String logs throw cyber exception. Input stream reader I'm using. WBR equal to new buffer reader, right? Input stream reader, buffer reader. Finally, system.out.println, right. Enter the first number, whatever number you have entered, taken as a string format. So string is string s1, br dot read line. Convert the string to integer to perform addition. Integer dot parseInt. S1, converting a string to integer type. Every statement ends with semicolon. Every statement should end with semicolon. Enter the second number, string s2. I'm copying the same thing for the second number. Enter the second number, string s2, pr dot read line, integer dot parseInt of s2. Right. Finally saying system dot out dot println. So I'll take a little bit time, right, for executing, showing the execution in both Java and Python. Just I'm copying this to a separate I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. Control S. So I'm creating a separate folder for this batch, right? Python 7 a.m., Python 8 a.m. batch. Within this Python 8 a.m. batch, sample.java. So now just I'll show you the execution in both the Python and Java. Now just at the bottom, I'll go to the command prompt, cmd, right? Yes. cd Python 8 a.m. batch. And say Java C file name sample.java. So if you get any errors, we'll display the errors here, right? One error, right? What is that double equal to you got? Now again re-execute it. String should be in uppercase. String should be S should be in uppercase. Okay, yeah, a couple of mistakes here, right? Buffered reader here. String S should be in uppercase. So yes. Now just check this. Java C sample dot Java. Say enter. No error now. Now execute. Just say Java sample. Enter the first number 10. Enter the second number 20. Sum is 30. Enter the first number. Enter the second number. Right. Sum is 30. Now, I don't know like how many of you understood this code. It looks still complex to understand, right? Because people who are from non-programming, right? What is class? What is public static void main? What is IO exception, right? And what is buffered reader? What is read line integer dot parse into, right? It's you cannot understand these statements, right? But and you can see the code of 10 to 12 lines, right? The same code I'll write in Python, not more than 3 lines. That too like normal English statements. It gets easily understandable, right? Yes. Check this. I'm writing code for this. Yes. I'm opening the Python shell, right? Just I'm going to write the code within the Python shell, right? X equal to input enter value of X. Are you able to understand this code or not? Enter value of X. Y equal to input enter value of Y. Enter value of X, enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. That's it. This is the code in Python. For the same task, what we have seen, right? This is the code in Python. Very simple coding, right? Easily understandable or not? Everyone, what is happening in the statement, you can easily analyze. Second statement, enter the value of Y, enter the value of X, and print X plus Y. Very simple syntax. No need of all the unnecessary statements in Python. Right. But just like, okay, other programming languages, whatever you are accepting from the keyboard, int of, by default, it is taken as string. We need to convert to integer. So typecasting that to int. Just say int of. Means it is taken as a string. So we are typecasting to integer. Mm. So I'm saying it as test1 dot. Execute this, you are going to get the same output. Run module. Enter value of x10, enter value of y20. Sum is 30, right? This is the code. For the same logic, Java, right? For Java code, this is the task in Python. Easily understandable. Everyone, right? In input, enter the value of x, inputting the value of y, print x plus y. Now, one more example, Ichi. file, new file. I'm taking a x equal to like a list of values like 50, 40, 30, 20. Okay. So this is a list. Print x means prints the entire list. Print len of x means number of elements in a list. If I want to find the max element, just say max of x. 50 to use. Print min of x. So len is 5, max of x is 50, min of x is 10. Right? No need to write huge codings here. We have got inbuilt functions and methods for performing the task, right? We want to arrange them in ascending order, print sorted of x. Check this output. Test2.py. So length of x is 5, max of x is 50, min of x is 40. Sorted of x, arranging all the elements in ascending order. Check this output once. Run module. Okay. So very less coding is involved in Python as compared with other programming. We see a lot of other statements, but here Python statements looks like normal English statements. They're easily understandable, right? Yes. Check this course content once, right? Yes. Python basics, why Python history, application, features, advantages, installations, flavors, right? From tomorrow, we'll be going with the technical things, installation of Python, execution modes, Python operations, Python modes of execution, interactive mode, batch mode, editors, IDEs, constants, variables, type conversions, escape sequences, operators in Python, but different types of operators, IDEs, working with PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections, collection data types, list properties, list indexing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested lists, Python tuples, Python sets, Python dictionaries, functions in Python are different arguments type, variable length arguments, call by value, call by reference, and different types of functions like lambda function, filter function, map function, reduce function, modules in Python, modular programming, packages in Python, different ways of importing a module, renaming a module, reloading a module, different ways of import, normal import, from import, package in Python, errors and exceptions in Python, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts, right? Regular expressions, database access, and Python data and time module, OS module, advanced models, advanced like iterators, generators, closures, decorators, iterators, generators, closures, decorators, web scraping, working with CSV files, XML files, JSON files, right? And graphical programming. Yes. Excel, working with Excel workbook, creating Excel sheets, data analytics, introduction to data science, Pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and Matplotlib model in brief. And people who wants to go for full stack along with this Python. So these 30 topics in brief, in depth, we will be discussing in Python core and advanced, right? And people who wants to go for Python full package like full stack, Django framework in brief, web framework, Django installation, Django project architecture, Django application creations, Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts like UI technologies like HTML will be discussed, CSS will be discussed, JavaScript will be discussed, and MySQL database, right? Yes. 1 second, just check this. Check with this, right? It's Python, Python core and Python advanced. Python core and Python advanced, right? Yes. We're spending nearly 70 hours on that. 2 months, around 2 months, it is going to take 6K is the course fee. And UI technologies will be in those. This is Python core and advanced, and people who want to go for full stack along with this Python core and advanced, UI technologies will be discussed, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap, Django framework with 15 to 20 applications creations, Flask framework, and MySQL, and a project. For the topics from 2 to 6, it also takes 70 hours, 2 months duration, right? Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, 140 hours totally. And 2 months for this, 2 months for this, like nearly around 4 months it is going to take. Timings of this batch, right? I said clearly, first 1 week it will be at 8 a.m., later it will start at 7 a.m. And you will be getting the live session videos, soft copy of the class notes, assignments and tasks to work with, the WhatsApp group for technical discussions, and 300 plus code examples, 15 to 20 applications creations, right? And there is also a package like big data package, right? I said Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. Python core and advanced also is going to be covered in that. So we will be discussing Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and this. So 12 weekends batch, 15K, 15,000 is the course fee for it, right? You can attend any of my Python batch in that. And this will be only in the weekends. This will be in the weekdays from Monday to Friday. So tomorrow I'll be just going with the installation process, Python software foundation, Python versions, Python execution modes. Yes. Any queries you have got as part of today's session, anyone?
Hi, good morning, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
May I know, because of the trend of generative AI, and now there is a ChatGPT, which can help to generate Python source code. So, may I know why is there a need that we still want to learn Python programming?
See, Python programming, I was saying, right, different types of applications we are developing, right? Today, Python is used in most of these applications, widely used today. Number one ranked programming language. You can just check in the Google, right? One popular coding language. 1 second. Popular coding language. 1 second. Popular coding language, you can check, right? Yes. What it is saying? Some popular programming language includes Python. Python is the most popular coding language, right? With vast varieties of applications creations. So if you can see the ranking wise also, Python is the #1 ranked programming. So just you can check here. Ranking wise, emerging programming languages like popularity. Python is #1. Next comes Java, JavaScript. Can you see this ranking? Python is the #1 ranked programming. Next comes Java and JavaScript. Means using Python, any kind of applications can be developed, I'm saying, and mostly used in the high-end technologies for implementing different domains, different environments, right? In the different high-end technologies, like the talk of the industry, like data science, total implementation goes in Python to code. Even the another data engineering, like even like Spark with Python, PySpark, even it is also implemented using Python. Writing automation scripts in DevOps environment, in IoT environment, in robotics environment, right? Python is preferred. Today, like web applications development also, Python is preferred. At a rapid speed, you can develop web applications with very less code, simple syntaxes, right? In this way, different high-end technologies using Python as an implementation language to implement different things, right? And today is the #1 ranked programming, widely used. You see the usage of Python in the current industry. Can you see this? 31%, the big circle, Python is 31%, Java 19%.
Yes, sir. But actually, my question is, because ChatGPT already able to generate Python source code
Oh,
when we put in the prompt, so
oh.
why we need to learn coding?
Okay, to develop a web application, to develop a web application, right? Using Python, you need to know how to develop it. What Python has got okay. For example, if you want to visualize some data using Python, you need to know what functionalities to be used and how they need to be implemented. So, okay, if you're just copying some data from somewhere, if you're pasting that, it is not going to work. So you need to clearly have the idea about the entire things, right? If you want to perform some visualizations, if you want to perform some analysis, what Python has got thousands of models, which model to be used. See, one thing, in a simple way, in a labor example, if I give, if you've got a pharmacy shop, see, updating Python, learning Python, learning Python is different. Everybody learns Python, but implementing Python, only some of you will be implementing it, where to be used, how to be used, how it can be. Means in different environments you are using it. So generating source code means, okay, source code is not important here. How to develop is important. Means what functionality to be used is important. For example, you have got a pharmacy shop. You got all the medicines. But if your friend approaching for a particular disease, you don't know which medicine to be given. There is no use of it, right? Having the entire shop for medicines. You have learned Python, but you doesn't know, if it doesn't know what to be implemented for what, no use. So clearly, if any task is provided, for example, I'm giving you a task, try to develop the task using Python. So you need to clearly understand which functionality to be used. Means if you have implemented it, many ways are there to perform a particular task. Many ways are there, which is the optimal way. Many built-in functionalities provided. Many models are provided. So generating, getting the code, you may get the code even from this. If you Google, you will be getting the code, right? That is not. But whenever you are developing a big project, you need to clearly understand the flow. What is the output of that? What output you are going to get? Everything you need to understand. See, so in this course, you'll be just learning how to develop the code, how to build the code step by step, right? Yes.
Okay, sir. May I know, as a student, is there any support for, is there any WhatsApp group
Yes, yes.
open
I, I,
for
I said,
student?
I said right here, you'll be having a WhatsApp group. Assignments and tasks will be provided. Soft copy of the class notes and the videos you'll be getting of each and every session. 300 plus code examples and 15 to 20 applications.
The WhatsApp group, is it for lifetime?
Yeah, it will be there for lifetime.
So sir, you'll be inside the WhatsApp group as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other queries, right? Yes.
So, will this batch will start at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., sir?
So I was clearly mentioning here, right? First 1 week or 10 days it will be at 8 a.m. Starts at 8 a.m. Later it will be at 7 a.m. up to the end of the course.
So, any batch at 8 a.m. is there or not? Because 7 a.m. is not possible.
See, one thing why we are shifting to 7 a.m. means people who are going to the colleges, 8 to 9 is not the right time. And people who are going to the jobs, 8 to 9 is not the correct time. So mostly 7 to 8, the people will be attending the sessions and going to their colleges, and people will be attending from 7 to 8 and going to their jobs. That's the reason, as per the request for the students, right? It is at the 7 a.m. in the morning. 8 a.m., 8 to 9, right? Most of the college students or the job holders will be late for them to attending the session, right? So
Okay.
8 a.m. for online class, there won't be any 8 a.m. session.
There is no 8 a.m. session currently. This.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Sir, for 1 day class is only 1 hour, right?
Daily 1 hour session, right?
So it's 1 hour, meaning that 2 months, how to get 70 hours?
So I'll be taking some bigger sessions. Around the 2 months it takes. Sometimes it may go to 2.5 months. And some bigger sessions I'll be planning. Some or not all the Saturdays. Some Saturdays will be having classes. Fine. Okay. So if I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time, right? Everyone can attend the session same time tomorrow using the same link. More discussion of this, right? Yes.
Sir, how
Sir,
much cost fully stock Python?
What is that? Full stack, yes, some query was asked.
Sir, can we attend Django and UI technologies after completion of Python core and advanced?
Yes.
Okay. And can we download the live session videos or we just
Downloading
have to?
video download won't be possible. Only you can play the videos.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll continue tomorrow, same time at 8 o'clock using the same link.